So this area that's flooding that we just all talked about, that's sinking into the ground. Can we see the river running right there? But it's not just here because it's coming this way. So it's leaking out this side too. Oh, here. Just a ton of running. A lot of water. You can see the whole area is completely underwater. So again, this was Bob wanted this grass. Classic installed it. There's water running everywhere from both sides flowing out of here. Morning. And this guy is trying to figure out what's wrong. Look at all the weeds up in there. But no, this water is running. Like running. Like a little river. River. Look at all this water. Just, there's not even a sprinkler on. The water is still running. How long has this been happening? Oh, look. There's a sprinkler up here. What is it sprinkling? Rock and this weed. Oh, good. We just flooded the area and it's already soaking wet. But he's obviously turning on the sprinklers to see what's going on. So we can see that this area is dying, and like this sprinkler, that sprinkler, and this sprinkler, which this sprinkler, the grass needs to be cut because it's literally only sprinkling like from here to here. This is what I mean. Like, they haven't checked on the irrigation. They literally came in and put irrigation not near the plant, and then all the plants die. And it's like, well, the watering system is like downhill of the plant. Look at all this water. No, it's gonna keep getting worse, guys. Like, this is all coming from that area that Joyce pointed out as a hazard, but really that grass was put in months before we started tearing out grass. That was Bob's idea, and Bob is gone. So like, how about we just take that grass out right now? Because obviously the irrigation system that Classic put in is doing this, which, I mean, this used to be such a regular occurrence. Now, mind you, there's nothing coming from the gate, there's a tiny bit coming from the gate. But that normally was the major flooding. But just for kicks, I mean, I don't know if you can see how much water, but just for kicks, let's see how far this goes. I actually came just to see if like any of the watering is even working. This is dry as a bone this morning, so nothing came on here. Sorry, I didn't bring my stick. I wasn't actually planning to film anything. I was just coming to check if these, 15 drippers around the mailboxes came on today or not, because last night they were pretty dry. These bushes, especially, okay, so I just want you to know, Classic didn't just find this. There was somebody there that called for assistance. This is a lot of water. This is all from that one tiny little patch of grass. So, I mean, this has been running all night, obviously. And guess what? The person on property is probably not an irrigation guy, because they usually need to send a team for that. So now we have someone who probably doesn't even know what he's doing. But clearly, whatever they put in as a watering system for that grassy area that is literally so small was fucking garbage. It was garbage. Otherwise, this would not be happening. Again, the sprinklers aren't on. Morning. It's actually running from both sides. Like the whole thing is just bubbling over. It's not like it's just one little area. It's coming from the front and the back. I mean, you get the gist of this. So this does go all the way down until that drain. I'm sure it's going into the drain by 35. But yeah, this is... Let's keep paying Cossack. I mean, this is caused by them. I've told you that their irrigation was just a joke. But I guess we want to look like nice people. We're getting screwed up the ass. But I'm glad you guys don't mind just pouring money down the drain. Look at this. I'm just gonna point out this too, like, this was just trimmed. This was just clean. This is literally like I'm standing right by here, so still debris inside the bushes. There's still old leaves everywhere. I don't think I walked up this far on the other video, but yeah, this water's a mess. And one guy's over there like, oh, gee, what's going on? And you're wondering why the earth is falling in over there for something that is literally not even 2 years old that Classic just installed. I'm sure they did all the irrigation for that, which this is just such a common occurrence. Like, I'm not out looking all the time because this pisses me off so much, but I'll just pull into the neighborhood after dark. And this is like, I mean, I have so many videos of this. And normally it just goes unnoticed. Like, it's a normal thing. That's what happened during the Peter Norm board. Like, don't call us, don't talk to us. That's your opinion. Oh, the neighborhood's flooding. Well, that's your opinion. It's like, no, look, the neighborhood's flooding. This is crazy. Anyway, let me do what I came here to do. Okay, so something's obviously broken here. Yeah, this one. Because there's a lot of water on this rock. That's the broken dripper. So that was working. See this plant? It's dry as a bone over there. But all of this to the curb, because of that broken dripper, that's good. So these drippers work. Again, they don't seem to be watering the plants well. That's lovely. So here's a dripper that didn't water, so I guess that's good. This one also didn't create any water. That one. This is just a bunch of, I mean, yeah, let's tie it all around the tree. That one has a head and it watered. This one watered. There's that one in between the tree, right? Like, oh, that's super. Like, that's quality. That one watered a little. This one watered a little. This one doesn't have a dripper. This doesn't have a dripper. Those two don't have drippers. There's 3 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another broken one back there. I mean, obviously they came to put water around this tree. And you can see right around the tree is bone dry, but right where those little bitty... So, okay, so the water is coming on. Where we're watering a lot of things that aren't here. And, yeah. beautiful. Yay! Because this poor plant that's yellowing, like this plant's just, if we just don't do anything, it's just gonna grow right back. No, it's not. This even, like, all right. Yeah, when I come get my mail, this is what I want to see. Just complete lack of care. All right, well, I guess we're not going to be getting much landscaping done today because we're going to be playing with this water source. Still running though, like nothing's changed. And yeah, I'm just going to show you the flowers. It's supposed to be 91 today. So these flowers do not grow back. Once they're wilted, which, let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 62, 63, 64, 67, 68. Okay, so halfway is like 69. So let's just say there's 120 flowers that are already dead. So again, you could put lantanas here and they would flower very nicely until November. Because it's great to walk for one day and have the flowers fresh and new and say, oh, I like these. But then when you have to drive by it for 3 more months and they're all wilted and they stay there for 3 months, it's just a waste of money. I love how everybody spent all that time like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? How did this get there? The answer is always classic didn't do the job right. That's always the answer. I mean, I've lived here a long, long time. I've never seen the amount of water waste that I have under this. I mean, it's like every other day something is gushing and leaking and and it's like, could you imagine if we didn't have any landscapers? Yeah, if we didn't have them to begin with, we wouldn't have all this shit broken. That's the reality. What is that back there? See, like, this is a good example. Like, they came and redid our irrigation, but they didn't do anything with anything that actually needed changing. That's the old original piping. They just put in drippers. They did the same thing at my place. I'm thinking, why not do the piping, like the actual irrigation if it's old? Like, who needs new drippers? Like, that's like a $2 part. Why would weeds be growing in the middle of the sidewalk? This is because this is obviously not the first time this has leaked. But yeah, there's your problem. You have, they didn't do this right, obviously, for water to be pouring out both sides and all the way down the whole community. Like this crop. See, those oleanders are cut back in a reasonable manner. That bush in the middle, it's like way too wide. I mean, oh look, here we go. Over here. Oh, they came. They came with their truck preloaded with debris. It's literally like near 7. So the fact that they have 3 bags of trash, that's so it looks like they actually did something when they don't do anything, obviously. Why would you pull into the neighborhood with 3 bags of debris? What is this? Oh, that's awesome. Let's see how long that takes to get picked up. Oh, look, we cut and killed this tree, and we still have the dripper going. Here's another one. This is supposed to be watering this tree. We got 1, 2, 3. Look at her quality too. Like, they really, we used to deep water these trees. I don't even know what all this is. What is all this? We have about 1,000 drippers over here. We never used to have these. All these trees are fine. So like, this is their solution. But look what. Anyway. Okay. So. Look at the fun. Like, I wonder. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm gonna mess around with it. Instead of calling a professional. Like, do you think they had irrigation people here today? I doubt it. I actually don't even see Tomas, which is a bit shocking. Like, I guess I've never even seen this other guy. He's looking. I mean, clearly not the person who installed this. Oh, look, there's a hole there and it's sinky. Like, how do they not already know this? They installed this. Oh, let's get on the phone. Wait till we get the bill for this, you guys. For their work that they installed. Okay, I'm going home. I actually have real work of my own to do today, so I spent all day Sunday on this. Probably all for nothing. But today I have other stuff I have to go do, so that was it. I just want to see if those, 15 unheaded drippers were running and how much. I mean, you could just hear things as you walk by that you're like, okay, why does that sound like that? Do you hear that? Okay, so this is actually good. The dripper is way down underneath all the debris. I mean, you couldn't even see it to fix it or see what it's doing at watering. I mean, I don't think they need to be sticking up, several inches off the ground, but they shouldn't be underground either. There's so much debris over there. This is all lovely. This literally just got blown last week. But this is where they blow a lot of the debris. And again, we have paid to have this resodded every single year. Every single year. And from my understanding, when all of these bushes, that this is like the third or fourth time, this set, and, well, this little one, oh, there, yeah. Those were planted like 3 times because they died. There were bushes here that were planted 3 times that kept dying. But yeah, my understanding is Jay, Stacy, and the full board met with this homeowner to discuss this grass in 2019, and they redid all of it and heard his concerns, and look at what it looks like. Like, just completely throwing money down the toilet. But, no one wants to take the time to actually listen to what's really happening, and just, we're listening to the people stealing from us. I guess, like, what, you need to be friends or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't. Anyway, I just thought I would show you that although this little hedge got trimmed, which this has all been dying, literally, like, what would it take? This has been dead. I have pictures of this in the past. This has been dead for so long, like literally 3 years. All of this died since Classic. Yeah, we could trim this, but we can't possibly turn around and trim that. And of course, as usual, it's all covered, but more so, they did just trim this, and they literally don't blow after they trim. They just let all the leaves stay right on top. Like, this is very common. They'll trim all sorts of plants, not just hedges, and you'll see all of the dead stuff just sitting in the bush, in the plant afterward. I mean, at this point, like, I could do a better job. I have a hedger, I have a blower. Like,